Alright guys, are we here? Are we rocking and rolling? Are we live? Because I got stuff blazing up as far as phones blowing up. I've got, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rock and roll, welcome to number 2 of Robcast Live. And today, let me tell you, it's the producer's day off. So flip-flop, dude, I'm going to kick you in the ass the next time I see you. You're going to be here the next time we do a live show, buddy. I can guarantee you that. So rock and roll, here we go. We're going to talk a little bit today on Robcast Live number 2 about Roger Waters. And if you've seen, if you're just now listening right now, normally you're welcome to call or text in to 979-331-5193, and that's 979-331-5193. I would however like to ask you today to only text, because I will have Chris Ryder Die Ryder on the phone here in just a moment, who happens to have just now just now done all of the, what do you call it? Well, Chris Ryder is basically like operations manager, and he just did an event for Roger Waters. So we're going to check out, we're going to see how Roger Waters was. Was he a gentleman? I know that he jams, and I know also that I posted here at Spreaker, we'll talk about that in a minute, how you can listen to Roger Waters performing The Wall live right here at Spreaker. And while you're here, guys, go ahead and hit follow. Find where it says created by, it's going to say info, created by. Hey man, hit follow. Show me some love, and we might send you guys some kind of help on the show. We really don't have any cool prizes or anything to give away today. But what we do have is some spontaneous conversation, and you never really know what's going to happen with spontaneous conversation. So rock and roll, guys, here we go. And just like on the Rob C. Zombie Show, and if you're joining me from the Rob C. Zombie Show or one of the other podcasts, guys, I appreciate that. But as you guys know, I always like to start out some of the other shows, and I would like it to be a tradition on this show to say, hey, thank you. I'm not used to the microphone setup and things that I've got here, but hey, at least we got a microphone stuff and everything set up here. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna make excuses. I'm gonna make something happen today. Let's see if we can get Mr. Chris Ryder Die Ryder on the phone. I'll try not to, and I'm not so sure how this is all gonna work out, but we are gonna make it happen right now. Let's see if we can get him. So yeah, we know that Chris set up for Roger Waters. I green roomed him a minute ago and been setting him a countdown. So let's see if we can get him, guys. Rock and roll!
Remove something in front of this phone if you wish to answer. Hello!
Hey man, I am blessed. I woke up again today, Chris. So as you know,
you can't do better than that, son.
I gotta, yeah, come on, man. I am blessed.
Well, you woke up with a boner, but you just had to pee.
I thought so, right? So, what's happening in the life, in the fast lane of rock and roll? And let me tell you something, dude. I was just right here at Spreaker Studio, at Spreaker Podcast, and they have got, it's Roger Waters, does The Wall live. And it was in London, and my goodness, can he still jam?
There were so many trucks, dude. There were so many trucks. And if you want the inside dope, you want the real scoop.
Yes, I do.
Here's the scoop, dude. He had been here since last Sunday,
right?
And nobody in Tulsa even paid attention to it except for the fucking union like me. That was it. They'd been set up all week, and there were a bunch of my friends. There was Dave, there was JJ. They're all coming back for Black Sabbath because they're not going down to Mexico. The winter is gonna be so awesome. Anyway, about the Roger Waters thing.
Right.
Do you like The Wall? Do you like The Wall? Do you like The Dark Side of the Moon?
No,
that kind of thing?
No.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
No.
He's not doing that at all. It's called MADHEAD. It's called Mad Head.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, it's a whole new thing he's came up with.
But Man,
check it out on my Facebook page, Chris Ryder. Check me out. I've got a picture of the shirt. Yeah, I thought it was Albert Einstein until I realized that he's like 90 years old and he's crazy.
Right.
But
dude, I mean,
but their guys, man, but David and JJ and all those guys were there. That was so cool to see all my friends. But anyway, you were asking.
Well, the performance that he did of The Wall that I was listening to was only from February, where he did it in London.
Well, Rob, what you have to understand is that, what you have to understand is that he rented out the BOK Center where I work usually.
Right.
He rented it out for the whole week. There wasn't anybody there. There was nobody there except crew. That's that.
So what was that?
They blacked out the whole seat. They blacked out everything. They put black drapes so they could work their lights out and their lasers and.
Oh, okay. So they did that like when we go to the drag strip to test and tune, right?
Right. Yeah, basically, that's exactly it.
Same thing as that.
Except for it would be way cooler if it was a drag strip. But yeah. Well, nitro cars and shit like that. But
I know. I mean, I love that.
Yeah, basically that's what it was. It was a test and tune, and they sent a whole bunch of shit back too. We loaded that other night. We loaded 17 trucks. 17 trucks. 4 of them went back to Las Vegas. They just sent that shit back because they didn't want it.
Right.
The other one went to L.A. and the other couple of trucks, which I think was 12 or 14. Went to Mexico, and they're rider trucks, they're rental trucks. So if they get robbed in Mexico, they're insured. But it was neat. It was very neat.
So
and there's a lot of lasers.
I was watching where their shows were. Dang it! I was just looking at that where they left whenever they were leaving you guys. So they're going down across the border. Well,
and I was talking to my friend JJ, and JJ was last time I saw him was with Ariana Grande, and he's a roadie. It's what he does. He works. Doesn't matter who he works for as long as he's working. He was talking about. He goes, "No, I am not going to Mexico. No. I don't have enough water, and I don't have enough Imodium."
True that. So, well, I mean, it just depends on really where you go, and the last time I went to Mexico, dude, I didn't drink anything.
Just because you're on a Prevost,
I took,
Well, just because you're on a Prevost doesn't mean your water's good.
Exactly.
Anyway, I was arguing, and we had that whole argument, and then of course, can I just mention this? Sure. Chad Shaw. Can I just say that? I just worked the Wild on the Streets last week, and every band that he's played with, except for Night Ranger.
Right.
Now, Shaw, that's a call out from me to you to Night Ranger. Every band that Shaw is going for is here. Yeah. Damn straight. That's my man. Every band talking about Michael Sweet, Ricky Rocket, name somebody that he's played with in Houston. We're here the other night, and they were just as great as he said they were.
Man,
it's absolutely true. They were really cool people. But
I still
Night
get
Ranger,
excited
there's the call out.
listening.
There's the call out to Night Ranger. Brad Gillis, I call you out against Chad Shaw.
Oh.
We got a call.
Oh yeah, and Marilyn Pimlott. Marilyn Love and Life Pimlott.
Marilyn Love and Life.
No, she said I wouldn't do it.
What's up, Marilyn?
Say Love and Life Pimlott. Yeah, I told her I'd do it.
We could just do the whole show of just me doing shout outs for you. Who else you want me to shout out?
Hey dude, look, when you get, she's almost, you know who she is.
Yes,
you don't argue with
Marilyn Pim.
Well, all right, and you don't argue with her, dude. You just put her on the radio and make her happy.
Right.
Jesus. Rob, do you really want to get me killed tonight?
No.
Anyway,
you want to get
all right, Rob. So here's what I was going to ask you. You almost have your bike street legal.
My bike is street legal.
Well, almost.
I just have to put insurance on it, dude. I'm waiting to put insurance on it.
Right. Well, all right. And here's a little inside tidbit.
Yeah, we're ready.
Right. So, I was listening to Metallica today.
Not you.
And it was not what you think.
I don't believe that. You were listening to Ariana Grande today.
Oh, dude, look. She's small enough, fit in my pocket. I promised to feed and water her. She won't die. She's like my houseplant, but I know I killed my houseplant, but she'll live, trust me. I can feed her on my own seed. She'll be all right. But
leave it at that.
What were we talking about? Were we talking about Hess Smith or Ariana Grande?
Back to what you're saying. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Anyway, I was listening to Metallica today. Right, and I listened to that new one, and I thought, yeah, all right, yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, but then I turned on, man. Where you got to get down to it is where James lost his voice.
Sure.
Dude, we're going to stop at the Green album. And I'll call it, the next one was the Black album. The first one, and man, have you turned on Ride the Lightning in about half a minute?
I haven't.
That shit will scare you. Cliff Burton is one hell of a bass player, dude.
Oh, hey, and you know what I just got? The other
Go ahead and
day?
rub your cliff spot.
Dude,
Rub your clit. Rub your cliff. Rub it. Rub your cliff. Yeah.
Cliff,
You know what bass players are.
Dude, you are so...
Here's another really big-ass music thing. And every girl out there that wants to, get with me, that'd be great. But you have to be pretty, and you have to be smart.
Come on.
And you have to know that I love oysters. And you have to know that October 8th, Trivium is playing at the Cain's Ballroom here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The number 7 and the color blue freak him out. Don't ever mention those things.
Dude, that's Matt Heapy. That's my fucking boys, Baloo. I partied with those dudes before. Trust me, if you're not there, you're stupid. It's the day before my birthday, so when I wake up, I may not wake up. It's going to be great.
You might not wake up when you wake up. That's a new one.
And I swear to God, you party with Corey and fucking Edie. Yeah, you might not wake up. It's rockstar shit.
You might. I'm not, dude.
Well, I'm just saying it's my birthday.
I do need to make a road. This is a plan.
Whatever. I'm just saying it's my birthday. Partying with Blue and fucking, those guys are just great. And that's a shameless plug for Trivia.
Trivia?
I do like those guys too. They're very fun to party with, and they're fun. They're fun guys.
Well,
but he screams his ass out.
You were saying that you had some friends that were like on tour with Black Sabbath, and of course, guys, what we're talking about.
Yeah. JK's coming back, and
Roger Waters was Pink Floyd, and
no, they were just working the load in, man.
Right, these guys were. But what I'm saying is,
he was using PRG. Right? He was using PRG.
They work with Black Sabbath, right? And they're from.
No. Now understand this, rock and roll fans. Here's exactly what happens. There are companies that run road crews.
Yes, I understand.
PRG, things like that. Well, PRG happens to be running Roger Waters. They also happen to be running, and JJ's going to come back, which is great. So I like getting drunk with him. He's fun.
Well, and
he saves up his per diems, man. He saves up his per diems. So when he comes to Tulsa, he'll just get us blasted. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
So yeah, is
like
JJ
that go to
from
work.
Europe or the United States? That's what I was asking.
You what now?
Your buddies, like JJ and the guys you were hanging out with, are they European or are they American?
Oh, no. JJ's from Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And David's from Scotland. And you can't understand a damn thing he says until he says pint.
Well, no,
and then you start drinking one.
I knew that you were saying that one of them, was from. I thought you were saying that one of them was, at least one of them was from overseas, and I got the impression that maybe they were all from.
Oh no, and then of course there's Yorgie and just make up names for the other dudes because I'm from Tulsa. So I don't give a fuck. But I mean, there was David and there's JJ, and then of course the other guys, but they don't really speak English, so they start talking, like different languages, like Norwegian and shit like that, or whatever. And they hang out with each other, but when we're all hanging out together, it's a uniformity. You know what I mean? It's all about we did what we did and we got it done. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you speak English. You can always always drink, man. But get your full. Dimebag said that.
And when you asked earlier if I like The Wall and all of that kind of stuff, yes, I do. I like that, man. I can listen to that over. Whenever I was talking about Roger Waters, that's what I was talking about, dude. Him jamming Pink Floyd stuff. I
honestly didn't think about it like that because Roger Waters didn't write all that Pink Floyd shit by himself.
Of course not.
And but I will say this: he has some kick-ass lasers. I would not recommend standing in front of the green lasers.
Don't stand.
They are